What's up, super folks? I'm here with another lovely review, unboxing and try on of the Wilson Super Suit, just the hoodie. This is from the company SuperX. They do a lot of superhero based attire that is sort of an implied design, not a overtly licensed, we're gonna take the actual Spider-Man logo and put it on. No, it's implied, and I absolutely love it. Hope they keep doing that. It's one of the reasons why I've spent so much time even buying and making some of these reviews for these products. If you like anything you see SuperX wise on my YouTube channel, any reviews you like, go ahead and use the link that I'm going to put in the description. If you make a purchase through that link, you should automatically be granted a discount from just me in the ambassador program. So with that said, a little background on this: I bought this from an individual on the Facebook forums. He said he had Wilson in large. Large is usually a little bit bigger than mine, but they sort of discontinued the Wilson as of right now. They're talking about which ones they're going to bring back and which ones are not. So I just couldn't resist in the off chance that they never brought this design back, because I absolutely thought this was a work of art. I got some of the ones that I absolutely wanted, like the McGinnis and especially the Todd. So missed out on the Wilson. Before I kind of knew about the company, I think I saw an ad somewhere, and I don't think I clicked it, but I thought that's a really nice sweatshirt, and it popped up, and I just swiped away. Now later that I discovered the site and found out that there's one site that's for all of these beautiful pieces of art and lovely athleisure clothing that it's just fantastic. So again, I bought this from someone else, so it may, hopefully, I will hope that it's not damaged. Hopefully it's very lightly used, and maybe even some of the strings are cut off the sleeves and the just the various seams that sometimes you get when you manufacture a new garment. Sometimes, so the strings are still on the end of the stuff. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and open this. So I put this guy. He just sent it to me in a little package, and I just put it in one of these bags just because I love opening these packages. This is the McGinnis bag here. Says medium, but again, it's large. I just love it. So fun. It's part of the experience. So I'm going to open this up, and we're just going to look straight into it. Boom. And we get the Wilson, the red, the white, and the blue, the beauty, the glory, all that is the Wilson Super Suit. I absolutely love, this is all of your favorite colors combined into one: red, white, and blue. American, if you can't tell. And the original Rogers is sort of like that kind of patriotic, original Captain America comic book feel. I think they do this one so much better. I actually kind of felt that way when, I think it's, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier came out. I thought the costume for Falcon was absolutely fantastic. So I am stoked because I love the way this looks on people's chests and stuff. I just thought this is just great. And I know the Rogers sort of does this as well. It sort of does the sort of the same kind of, I don't even know how to, the paneling there with the Velcro and the Velcro here hiding these pockets, which again are perfectly placed, but also very, 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 very well hidden. Sometimes I like a zipper showing, sometimes I don't. So just to look it over real quick, so don't blame the manufacturer for any kind of issues you have here, because this is, I believe it's moderately to heavily used, but he made some money on it. So most of the stitching is still, from what it looks like, super solid. Again, well, this is wrinkly, but hey, it's been through. Oh, look at that. It's actually sort of like a, I don't even know, like a space foam material. I can't even remember, but this is kind of like a sleeping bag material. Didn't know that. Didn't see that coming. The white is good in a lot of these panels. Some of it is kind of faded. I don't know about faded. It's just not as vibrant as you would if you got it out of the package from SuperX. But it's interesting because this panel seems super white, and this one seems kind of less so. Probably washed it a few times, so can't expect everything, but you're still gonna get the design. Absolutely love the way that they did the back on this. This is, oh God, I just figured it out. It's because it's wings. It's I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see that's kind of like wings. So you get the Falcon. I personally love birds and falcons and eagles, so it's perfect. And I have a bunch of these shirts. If you can You look them up on Wish or AliExpress, you get a lot of t-shirts, see a lot of ads with stuff like this. I love that they integrated this, and it's so simple, and it's 3D, so from the side, lighting coming from the side, it's going to show pretty good, and I absolutely love that. One thing that they're adding a lot more now, it seems like, in their new stuff is, I guess it's like with their Queen, I think it just came out, for the Green Arrow, this sort of contrast stitching. So in blue, there's 2 colors here. So in the white, there would be blue. In this case, it's just white, and that's fine. But here it's blue, and they got the white stitching. It just makes it stick out more, and I just love it. So here we go. We have the red that bleeds up into. And the red looks so good on camera, but actually, I think it looks a little cartoony on camera. It actually looks better and deeper and like more. It just looks deeper, and it's an accent. It's not like red, but anyway, so it bleeds into the stitching here, as you can see. Maybe, yeah, the little red stitching here. It looks better in real life. Most of this stuff looks better in real life, I'm not gonna lie. He took out the strings. Okay, well, that's fine, because I don't really care. I usually get rid of them anyway. I guess I did get it a bit of a discount, and it's good because it's kind of it's pretty, I wouldn't say pretty worn, but there are very subtle, I don't think you can see it on camera, but there's a very subtle like discoloration here on the white. White, to be fair, in his defense, is very difficult to maintain, especially if you've worn this a few times, if you've gone and worked out in it a few times. But again, it was a sacrifice I was willing to make, because look at how great that looks. Just, it's really this kind of X, this blue, they're very, very good about this tapered look here. You've got the red in here, and then it fans out right around the chest, and the lats area, and then the blue takes over. So if you have lats, it'll show up. And one thing I did not anticipate was that the back was like all blue, which I think is freaking awesome, because this is so the Rogers V2, I guess, or S2, I can't remember. It's the recent Rogers that came out very close to this one, color blue, and I absolutely love it. It's like I don't know if it's a navy blue. It's like it's like a deeper blue, and it's great. There's some, see. So this guy put this, I wonder if it's possible to get this out, I don't know. But looks like some bleach issues, but then magical fix here, ta-da, and you can't really tell, ta-da. But yeah, so I'm glad he sold it to me for a discount. So it's got this, I love the stretch. So it actually looks like it's not going to be that heavy on me, which is fantastic. You've got the divide here, this split seam, which is nice. Yeah, you can see some of this discoloration. I wonder if that's able to get out or not. I'm not sure. I don't know much about fabric. If there's anything that's even made me think about like fashion, men's fashion, any kind of clothing or manufacturer, it's definitely this company. It's quite inspiring, frankly. I just didn't know. I never thought to put so many panels onto something, and then it's just a work of art, and it looks fantastic on people too. Definitely something to wear for like 4th of July, in my opinion. It's gonna be hot as hell, but like maybe go into the air-conditioned gym and work out, or at least arrive to the gym in it. Let's go down to the sleeves and stuff. And it's just a look, just throwing it on there. It's like, man, that looks cool. It's just the color scheme. I love it. Anyway, so I love that you can kind of tuck in these sleeves. This is Velcro, thank goodness. I mean, my wrists are for most males, American males anyway, generally small. So, and you can definitely tell this has been used and he definitely used the thumb holes, because you can see it's kind of frayed in here. But it is reinforced, and I'm very grateful that SuperX reinforced their thumb holes, because if y'all can keep in mind the reusability and resellability of this stuff, even if you guys don't make a profit on it, what you do, see, here we go, here's some strings in here. Do I want to rip that? No, I'll just cut it later. Keep in mind the reusability of this stuff when you manufacture it, and longevity. See, here we go, and then here's some more black discoloration here. I mean, this stuff is, I don't know how you're going to avoid it. I mean, unless you just never do anything in it, but it is an athletic hoodie. And again, bought for the design. But keep in mind reusability, so that people can buy, sell, and it means, it disseminates. So if one sweatshirt goes between 5 people over the course of its lifetime before it gets ripped or destroyed or whatever, that's 5 additional people that have experienced one design, can speak positive about the company, and, spread it, proliferate it. Yeah, this one still reinforced, so again, very grateful that this thumb hole is reinforced, but you can see, maybe you can't, I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty worn, pretty frayed, but it's still solid, still functional, still works. You can even see the white here. I don't know if this guy did lifts with chalk and stuff, but you can see the white down here, because that could easily be what that is. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, and I see a little bit here on the front. You don't really notice it at first, and that's just fine, because luckily these are contrasting enough that you don't really notice it. And maybe it's possible that he tried drying it, drying it with hot water the first time, but you can see it is sort of the red here bleeding, and maybe it was a red shirt underneath, I don't know. But a red here that's kind of, I thought it might be sweat, but like red is such a weird color to have, and it's only here. It's still on this side too, but nowhere near as much as this, so this makes me think he might have made a mistake when he first bought it and washed it. But all in all, it's doing pretty good. Go ahead and put it on for you, and then maybe we'll touch it up a bit, snip off some of this stuff that shouldn't be there, and we'll see you in beautiful. We'll see you in a bit for the Wilson. There's your Wilson. Boom. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So I don't know. I'll hit and miss with these guys with the thumb holes and the black part. It's a little thick. That's the thickest part of the sweatshirt, which is fine, I guess. Big forearms. I don't know. I just discovered this pocket up here, which is pretty cool. A lot of people don't like these kinds of pockets. I actually do. I think they add, and if you're lacking in arm size, I think you can add an extra little padding to it if you're not super big up top. I'm going to have to do some cutting here. But, man, the paneling's so great. Like right here where this ends, like that is so like a gauntlet thing, man. It doesn't quite go perfectly. That'd be cool if it did. But just look at the way that it cuts on the forearm. I love their choice of deltoid shape. This is great. It's like a multi-paneled deltoid shape going down. Fantasy World, I'd say pull that down 1 inch, but that's just on me. I can't speak to everybody's sizing. Love that these are hidden. I'm just jumping everywhere, by the way. Love that these are hidden. Velcro's a great decision too. You can fold that back and so you can just pop it in there if you need. You get this thing works great. The V cut or the slit cut, I can't remember what it's called, but it's minimizing the bunching. The paneling looks great coming down. Again, in my mind, like one of the reasons you buy this thing is for this sort of V look. And then you got this up top. It just looks fan-friggin-tastic, man. Like the contrast of the hood, you got the blue on the inside and white on the outside. Kind of totally change your look. I've been playing around with like dropping this down. I put jeans on to. These are like old jeans. These are like faded with rips in on them. Yeah, they're not the best jeans ever, but I kind of fill them out now, so that's kind of cool. But the white with the blue, I was hoping these would be darker blue. This would go very well with dark blue jeans or the Rogers. I feel like the Rogers, the leg part, the leggings, the joggers, the joggers. Yeah, what else? Go ahead and put this on, I guess why not. It definitely lends itself to using the black part as like part of the whole thing. This can get very hot. I'm already kind of warm. This is literally the hottest part. It's just the wrists here. I don't know what that is. Somebody poked something in here. But again, not really the fault of the manufacturer here. I'll go ahead and do a little turnaround here. Boom. Got some of the, I think you can see the paneling on here. You can see the paneling. Yeah, man. This is sweet. I love the red accent. One thing that I would like to bring up, hey, SuperX, here's an idea for you. You already do a pretty good job, but you could make it so that a lot of your joggers and hoodies kind of mix and match. And the way you would do that, in my opinion, is whatever color palette you have, and you kind of do it with this one. You sort of let this come down, and bleed into sort of the lower area, which you do here. You have that with the white. So technically this could go with like white pants. Don't know who would wear white pants to the gym, but sure it happens. You could do white pants, blue, and maybe you could do red or something with a red accent. And then Also, if you just had like maybe black, like you have black here, but if you had black going kind of like, I don't know, all the way down, you do have it with the zipper, which I do like. Could have made the zipper white, which would be an interesting, or just blue, white. I don't know how you would do that, but that would be an interesting creative decision. But yeah, I don't know. So that you could kind of wear it with almost anything and it fits, like that could be a huge draw as well. It's just a thought, and then if you could mix and match, then buying and selling these pants would be interesting. I also like the idea of like a customized, like, because I know there's one guy on the forums, he's having his seamstress cut up different combinations and make different characters. I think it's fantastic. What a cool idea. I mean, it's a shame for the art of the fabric, but creative wise, I think it's fantastic. But again, love these like ribbed, I don't know what you call them, ribbed, but like folds, these little seams here that are 3D. Love those, man. I think those are fantastic. You know, I can see the discoloration here, but like, man, when I get all sweaty in it, it's not really gonna matter. But you know, so yeah, man. And I feel like I can box a little bit. Oh yeah. Anyway, let's see. Here's the hood. Oh, put the hood up. Put the hood up. Oh, this is a large, and the hood is actually very small. Very surprised by that, because I got the Slade in large, and the hood is like, which I prefer. Like, my attitude is I want long, deep hoods. I think it's part of the aesthetic for this. If you're gonna go with a hoodie, make it a hoodie. I understand though. I understand it was a workout hoodie. You don't necessarily want things in your face. I mean, if you're working out, like, what could happen that you would need a hoodie, in my opinion? But that's just me. Hopefully, I'm in the right zone thing. This thing works fine. It's very, very bird-like, which I thought was cool. Yeah, it goes all the way down. It's very comfy. But then you can play with this. I think this, if you flip this, not necessarily inside out, but even just a little bit, I think it's right. I can't see everything perfectly, unfortunately. But this sort of, this blue, white, I just love it. I think it's great. It's like, what a great combination. I think I said this before. These feel like gauntlets. They look kind of like they could be gauntlets, you know, but also not, because it's a sweatshirt and that'd be kind of weird. I'm not trying to go to Comic-Con every day when I go to the gym. But B-cut works, blue works. Excuse me, do some posing. I told you what, anything that would I'd change. I'd drop this by an inch. This chest part is money, guys. I love this, by the way. This is such a cool highlight for underneath. Maybe I would drop this an inch just to highlight and scoop a little bit. Again, everybody's a little bit different, but it's like a work of art, man. And maybe, I don't know, if you're okay with the black going down, that's fine. I mean, you could also play with maybe something covering it. Could be a pain in the butt, though. So, I don't know, just to make a more seamless look. But again, I can't complain, so I'm not going to complain about that. Yeah, I have to do some touch-ups on this, see if I can get that white to pop. But all in all, this is truly like a piece of art. Like, the paneling is just like, wow, I've never seen a sweatshirt like this before. That's so close to a character, you know, and yet not so much like the character. This is actually pretty close. If you look at the emblem for the thigh, it's actually really close, but it doesn't have like the Falcon on it. It doesn't have like, it's not clear. Like, you have wings that are implied. They're not like actual wings. So if you know this character, this is like, oh, but if you don't know, it's just really cool sweatshirt. So that's kind of how I look at it. Like, if I know the character, it's like, how well did you take the design and how well did you implement it in a way that for people that are muggles in the superhero world that don't know, that is, people that don't know anything about it, can still enjoy it, or maybe even might buy it just out of style wise. Like the tie, I was like, that one. If you guys ever bring out the Grayson again, you know, I'm your man. But yeah, I also love this black. You did do that though. You have the black going down and you have the black going across. Don't know if it's big enough to justify like a, see, a black going down here, like a, maybe like a double width of this going down the side could kind of make the pants make sense if you wanted to wear, because I have basically only black sweatpants pretty much, the exception of, actually no, even the SuperX stuff is black. So, I'm a little nervous to branch out and try different colors of sweats, but it's also summer now in the desert, so. But yeah, so I think I've done a lot of talking. Do a little bit more posing, you know. A little bit more posing here. Take some of these snapshots. I love that it looks like this is kind of like wrinkled out, like it's pressing against me. I'm just surprised at how small my arms look in all this. But whatever. It gives you the chest, it gives you lats, it highlights it here, and even if you don't have a great frame, pulls it out very, very well. So again, do one of these ones return. Do one of these ones will return. And with that said, hope all those worked out. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you like what you see, if you like anything, any of my reviews, if you like that product, go ahead and check out SuperX.com. There is a link in the description. Use that. You can get a discount. If you dig it, do it now. Thank you very much, and see you next time.